YouTube friends. So today's video is in regards to hurricane preparedness. So after surviving Hurricane Michael, I wanted to give you my top 10 things that I feel like you should have in case of a hurricane. Now, obviously some storms are bigger than others, but I feel like getting a hurricane preparedness kit together is very important. So we'll just dig right in with number 1, gas. Make sure that you have some gas cans. Just take them to your local station now and fill them up, because once there's a storm in your area, then everyone runs to get gas, and so then you don't want to run out. So go ahead and get your gas now. Number 2, make sure that you have cash. Don't think that you can use your debit card after a storm. The electricity goes out, and then you definitely need to have some cash. And so if you need to get from point A to point B, sometimes you can use some cash to buy some things. If there's a store that opens but they don't have electricity, they can't run their cash registers and things like that, but they'll take your cash. So that was number 2. Number 3, get some batteries. Because if you want to have a fan, if you want a battery operated fan, things like that, make sure that you have the batteries that are important for the items that you need to run. One of those could very well be item number 4, which is a weather radio. So again, when a storm comes into our area, the electricity goes out most generally. So you definitely want to have a weather radio so that you can stay on top of what's happening with the storm. And then bringing you to number 5, a handful, get you a generator. If you don't have a generator, go ahead and snag one. You don't need a whole house generator, although in the real estate world, if you do have a whole house generator, it does help sell your home down the road. But if you don't, and you're like me, and you just need a regular generator to run a coffee pot, run a fan if you need, charge your phone, that toaster oven becomes very important to you. So get you a generator if you can, and do it now. Don't wait till a storm is coming or a storm has passed, because typically the generators are gone. Number 6, get some tarps. You may or may not need a tarp to cover a roof of your own, but your neighbor down the way may need one. And then just in general, if you have anything outside that you want to cover up and keep out of some weather, go ahead and snag some extra tarps. Number 7, of course, on my list is non-perishable food items. Get you some canned goods, but remember, if you've got canned goods, make sure you have a manual can opener. Don't think that your electric can opener is going to work. You can get some tuna that's in packets, things like that. Go ahead and get some nuts, some things that have some good proteins, things that keep you going. But go ahead and get some non-perishable items. And then number 8 is get you some water. Go ahead and grab some bottles of water. Now, from experience, the water, bottles of water will come from out of town, out of areas, like the military will show up and have tons of water and ice and things for you. But it does take a couple of days, so make sure that you are prepared with your own bottles of water. And then number 9, some pet food. Do you have a pet? A cat? A dog? A snake? I don't know. Whatever it is that you have, make sure that you not only supply your own food, but some pets as well. They're important, and you won't always be able to get that. And then number 10, and this may or may not apply to you, but after going through Hurricane Michael, we were in what's called a curfew for a few weeks, and we weren't allowed to buy any other kind of drinks, meaning like some beer or things like that, so that when you're at home and you just want to unwind, you couldn't go buy any. So go ahead and grab that and just like stock it up just in case. If you don't drink alcoholic drinks, that's fine. But those of us who every now and then like to have a couple, for the adults out there, of course, 21 and over, get you some alcoholic drinks. Do it now. So those are my top 10. The other item that obviously you need to know is, this is June 1st kicked off our hurricane season for the coast, so make sure that you are prepared, and not only with items if you're staying in your home, but be prepared that if you have intentions of leaving your home and not staying for a storm, that you know your hurricane evacuation route. In the meantime, if you've got any questions, I've been here, I've done this with the storm, you're welcome to reach out to me, and I'm happy to help. Talk to you soon.